Alright, welcome back to Darren Bernard's Poor Boy Crafts. We're here today. It's almost Valentine's Day, so we're going to do a special craft here for Valentine's Day. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button if you like what you see, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It is completely free. And hit that share button, share it to all your friends and family, and we'll get started here. Today, we're going to make a heart-shaped piñata. You know, you go to the stores and you find them, and you know they cost a lot of money, like 20 bucks at Walmart. But we're going to make it for under $5. Yes, under $5. Not counting the candy that goes in it, but under $5. I've got all the stuff here to make it. You'll need some tissue paper. I get that at Dollar Tree for $1.25 a thing. Now I've got two different types. I've got red and purple, but you can use whatever color you want. If you just want to go one color, you know, whatever suits your purposes. I'll set that aside for right now. You're going to need balloons. Now, at Dollar Tree, they have heart-shaped balloons. Now, you only need one of them, so, but, you know, you got to buy them by the pack, but $1.25 for a pack, not bad. So, you know, that's $2.50 right there. A small piece of rope, about 3 foot long. You can get them or you can use twine, $1.25 for a whole piece, but all you need is a little bit. We've used it before in our stuff, so you need a newspaper cut up into about 3-inch pieces, about an inch and a half wide. A small wooden dowel, a cup of flour, some water, and some Elmer's school glue. Of course, I got the knockoff brand, but that's, you know, altogether this runs about $5-6, not counting all the candy you put in it. I got about $10 worth of candy, but you know, for the purpose of the craft, about $5 to make the craft. But so we'll get started here. The tools you'll need a pair of scissors, a brush, and of course an X-Acto knife. Be very careful, they are sharp. I've got a real fancier thing, but you know, you can get a X-Acto knife at Dollar Tree for $1.25. You know, but that's your tools you're going to need. But we'll start off with your balloon here. First of all, you blow it up. About like that. Don't want to blow it up too hard or too far, because it will pop. Okay, the other one I got's a little bit bigger, but get yourself a little bowl. Put that in. Let's go upside down. Just like that. Okay. Set that aside for right now. That's ready. In your bowl, you will mix your flour with a little bit of water. Honey, can you hand me a spoon, please? My wife's behind you on the camera, but she's going to grab me a spoon real quick so I can stir this up. I knew I'd forget something. There we go. Got a spoon. Just mix this up. You want it to look sort of like pancake mix, just a little runnier. A little bit more water. There we go. That's perfect. You want it to kind of look like that. Just kind of like soupy. Just like that. No lumps. Make it look like a gravy. Just like that. Okay, we can get rid of the spoon. We're done with the water. Set that aside. Bring the balloon back. Stay in there. Then we'll take the paper, just a little strip. This is what they call paper mache. Kind of get the excess off. Stick it to the balloon. Grab your next piece. Wiping that off.
Stop.
We'll go around the balloon there. Some of these are still, ain't quite cut. That's okay, we'll go like that. Making sure these are thoroughly soaked. We're going to cover the top of the balloon. Kind of just smoothing that down. And kind of crisscross your pattern. You don't want it all to go one way. Crisscross your pattern. Some up and down, some of them sideways. Just like this. Oh. It is kind of sticky. It's something fun to do with the kids. Kind of messy. Kids love messy stuff. So do adults that are kids like me. I like messy stuff. Messy, messy. The messier the better. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Yep. And we're going to do this until we get it all over and get it completely covered. All right, we got that layer on. Now, if you want to, you can do more than, this is one layer, but you can do another layer. You can just, the more layers you put on it, the thicker it's going to be when it dries. You just put it the opposite way, whichever way it goes. Oh, want to get me a, I mean, you can put another layer on it. I just put one layer on mine because I want it to be real thin so that it's a piñata. When you break it, it just be easier to break. Trying not to wipe anything on my clothes or anything. But I'm going to set this aside to dry. That'll take about 48 hours to dry. But while that's over there, I'll set that over there. First of all, clean up our area. Get me a towel here. La-da-da-da. Alrighty. We're done with that part. Don't need these anymore. Beautiful. Nice clean area because I'm going to grab out my tissue paper. Now, I'm going to fold it. That tissue paper is real easy to cut. And then I'm going to cut approximately about 2 to 3 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect. About that. It's going to cut me several strips. There we go. That ought to be plenty of that. And I want to do the same with the purple. It's a little bit thinner, so. Purple's going to be easier for me to show you what I'm going to do here. Okay, now set that aside, because we're not going to use all that. We'll put it aside for another thing. Then we're going to take, again, now, about halfway up, or better, just cut little strips in it. Just like that. So that when you open it, this is what you got. Little frillies. You'll have the same on all of these. Okay, we're back. I went ahead and cut all these up like I needed them. And I cut me a square. Okay. Next, I'm going to be needing the glue. Can you hand me a plate, please, honey? Yep. I'm really prepared, am I not? There we go. There's me a plate. We'll need that for the glue. But I find it, instead of squeezing out the glue, it's a whole lot easier just putting the glue on a plate. and using a brush to brush it on. Now, I got my other heart that I made in advance that is solid, and we're going to go ahead and start with it. I'm going to get my glue out here. Just brush on the glue. There we go. There we go, just like this. I had the phone ringing in the background. And then I'm going to glue the tip of it down. Now I'm going to cut around. Just like that. Put some more glue underneath there. Kind of glue down the edges. There we go. So that I have a good starting point here. Yep, that ought to do it. Okay. Now, we'll just brush around where we were at. Now remember, I started with red, so I'm going to alternate purple and red. Once I get all the way around, then I'm going to do it upside down. Just like this. Just stick that to it. When I get to the end, just pull off any excess. There we go. Just like this. Then I'll come down to about right here. Just about a half an inch below it. Inch to an inch and a half below it. Gluing it, sticking the glue to it. I'll grab the red. Remember, we're upside down here, so right on around. Now here we don't quite meet, so I'll tear off a small piece and match it in. Then I'll grab some more glue, make sure that that's all stuck in good. And then come back down and go again with the purple. And I'll do that about down to here. And then we'll flip her over when we get to that point. There we go. Maybe up. And we'll have to go one more strap. So go ahead and do one more wrap around. Okay, we got her all the way up to here. Now we're going to do the tops here. Ran out of this glue, so I've grabbed out my tacky glue. Again, $1.25 at Dollar Tree. It's not a lot. I didn't have a full bottle there. So really one good about a half a bottle of glue will do you on something like this. I just didn't have a full half a bottle there. So I'm going to do the tops here just like I did the bottom. I'm going to put the glue to it. All the way around it. Then I'm going to put a cap on it. Just like that. And I'll trim that cap here in a second. We'll go ahead and do the other side. Like this. A little bit more glue. I'll put another cap on it. I'm actually going to glue this together right to the center. A little more glue there. Now I'm going to trim that. Give it a good trim. Watch your fingers. And glue all the way around it. Now what this glue will do, it'll actually harden that paper mache more as well too. So that's why again I've only went with one layer of paper mache. So now cover the rest with a final layer of red. Need some more glue right here to cover that bald spot. There we go. All the way around. Just like that. There's more tacky glue. A little bit more glue. Just a hair bit more. Now if you have any spots where the newspaper is showing through, you can always just tear off small pieces of paper, dab on some glue, and stick that over top of it. And once that dries, you'll never be able to see it. Like I got a great big piece over here showing. I'll just dab a little bit of glue in there. Dab that on top of it. And once that dries on there, you'll never be able to tell it. Okay. Now, hold on. Woo! Dropped my knife. Okay. Now we're going to take the knife and right up here to the top. We're going to cut a hole. The smaller the better. But I'm going to make about a 2 to 2.5 inch hole. Okay, got the hole started. Just got to be careful. Grab my scissors. Come in here. There we go. Just about like that. Now, what's that going to allow you to do? Fill it full of candy. Open that up. And you get to fill it full of candy. And I let my wife pick out the candy because this is her Valentine's gift. I don't know if she knew that or not, but this is her Valentine's gift for her. And she's getting to see it being made. So it ain't what you spend on a person, it's what you do for the person. You can spend $100,000 on a person. And my belief is that when you make something with your own hands, I prefer a handmade gift to a store-bought gift because you put more into it. And this is definitely a handmade gift. Alrighty, we've got all the candy in there. That's pretty much done except for what you hang it by. And we're going to take our rope. Let's make 2 little bunny ears. Fold them together. Put it through the loop. Pull it. There you go. That's all you need, just like that. Then you're going to stick this down inside there, all the way, till it holds. And you got yourself a handmade piñata. The same thing at Walmart without the candy would cost you $20-some. $5. Candy, $10, $15 for something that your significant other will love. Do you love it, honey? Mm-hmm. It's yours. Happy Valentine's Day. Turn the camera around. Turn the camera around to both of us. Happy Valentine's Day.